Will Jones, get it right. Let's go. It is official. Spring practice is underway here in Muncie. Welcome back to Ball State All Access. Joel Godette, head football coach Mike New. Does it feel like it went by quickly, that you're already gearing up for another season?
I'd say in some ways it felt like it went by quickly, but in other ways it's like, man, you've been waiting to get back on the practice field again. So obviously a lot of excitement, anticipation, restless last night, trying to sleep. But what an awesome first day of weather, and to be able to get back on the field again is awesome.
You guys are in a I feel like distinctly unique position, although I feel like it's a position that is probably felt by a lot of teams across the country this season. You have a lot to replace. Yeah. Do you have a checklist in your mind of what you need to see and how much you really want to accomplish this spring?
I think more than anything else, I've just tried to encourage the guys. We've already put in a lot of work starting back from the winter workout program when it started in January up until today. Rome wasn't built in a day. We do have a significant number of guys that have been around the program. They know how to work. They just haven't played a significant number of snaps and games. So I do like, just the makeup, obviously the football team, but, that's what spring's all about. You have 15 practices here. How much can you improve from practice number 1 to practice 15? And I'm excited, I can't wait, obviously, for the whistle to blow and the practice to start, but then when the practice is over, to have a chance to go back and watch it and really watch it with a fine-tooth comb. That's what, you get so excited about for spring.
All right, so of all the positions that you guys have to replace, there is one that everybody wants to know about, so let's talk turkey. Who's going to be your quarterback?
Well, I really like what John has done. John has invested a lot of time, a lot of energy. He knows the offense. He hasn't gotten a ton of reps, obviously, in games, but when he has stepped in games, he's done some really good things. Now, it'll be different. He's going to take the field out here as the number 1 quarterback going into practice today, and, the lights will be just a little bit brighter. But he's got great command of the offense. He's really confident in his ability, and his teammates think very highly of him.
It's a unique situation, though, because you have 2 freshmen who are incoming, one who's in for spring, one who gray-shirted last year. So everybody who's competing for the job is really here right now. Is it an open competition for those guys that if they really show out here, they can make a name for themselves?
Well, no question. That's the beauty of spring practice. Everybody's going to get repetitions, and so you'll never really know until obviously you've evaluated their skill set on tape from high school. But once they get out here and they're learning a new offense or learning a new system, so once they get out here and get some reps and see how they stack them day after day, I think can't wait to see that part unfold.
Do you have a timeline in your mind, or is that one of those things that, hey, let it play out naturally, or do you want to end spring ball going into the summer thinking, all right, we know which direction, even if it's just internally, we know which direction we want to go into summer workouts and then go into fall camp with some questions answered?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, when spring practice is over and you have a chance those first few days when it's over to evaluate and to kind of set the depth chart going into the summer workout program. Obviously, you look forward to that. I'm pretty sure we'll have a really good idea where we're at when spring ball comes to a close. But before then, obviously, just excited to see, these 15 practices and, guys take advantage of the repetitions they're going to get.
Is there another position group that you're really excited to see in terms of what opportunity can be created by some vacancies?
Oh, I think, obviously I'm excited about all of the position groups, but I think what I'm most excited about is just some of the guys that have worked hard to develop in the weight room, that have been around here. They know how to practice. They've been in the meeting room. They know the offense. They know the defense. They've worked hard on special teams. I'm anxious to see who steps up during the spring, because there's something right now sitting on this couch before the first practice takes place. There's going to be something totally different unfold by the time it's all said and done. So what I'm excited about is just to see, which guys step up, which guys really take advantage of the stage and the opportunity that they're going to have, and then, that's what gets me most excited.
Philosophically for you guys, I feel like you're always in a constant state of evaluation. So not just from a player personnel standpoint and what opportunities are available there, But are there things, without revealing too much, in case anybody's watching this, without revealing too much, are there things that you would like to institute this spring that will be new wrinkles for what you guys do offensively and defensively?
Well, I think some of that remains to be seen. How do we start here the first 2, 3, 4 practices? Are guys doing a great job picking up the installs? Are we able to grow those a little bit as we move forward? Obviously, you want to do the hardest part when you get in spring or in training camp when you're going against the same group of guys every day. We really, when the time is right, focusing on situational work, third down, red zone, 2-minute, all those scenarios that really so many of the games in this conference come down to the fourth quarter, the one possession game. So some of those situational moments, where we were in the fourth quarter, we had a chance, we got it done or we didn't get it done. Anxious to get some of those situations implemented into the practice schedule and see how the guys respond to that. But that's the beauty of spring is our guys doing a good job of learning it and how much can we grow as we move forward.
I do want to ask about one specific guy, and this is on the offensive side, because coming into a spring, it's really the first time you get a chance to develop somebody when they played a lot as a freshman. What is in store for 33?
Yeah, Carson, obviously, as we both know, as all of us know, he did such a great job a year ago as a true freshman to have over 1,000 yards all-purpose, was pretty awesome. And he came in here and just let his work ethic take over in practice. That was special. So, obviously, as he becomes a smarter football player now, gets a little better feel for the offense. And what I'm excited for him now is to truly trust the blocking scheme. Where does this play likely, where's that hole likely to open up at? And those are the things as you play as a true freshman and you're just playing on instincts and you're just running hard and you're just breaking tackles. Now it's time for him to take the next step. And but he also knows that, and he's worked hard in the meeting room up to this point, works hard in the weight room. So anxious to see him take the next step this spring.
Last thing, on a leadership standpoint, you guys did lose a lot there in terms of graduation. Maybe more impactfully than any on-field losses. I'm thinking chiefly Brandon Martin, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I was going to say without singling out guys, but maybe if there are guys that have stepped to the forefront through off-season conditioning, through weightlifting. I know you named the Leadership Council a couple of weeks ago. Who's been really vocal and grabbed the reins of saying this is going to be, here's where we're going and I'm going to make sure we get there?
Yeah, the hardest part is during the off season, the way the NCAA guidelines are, there's not as much time as I would like to be around the players. Obviously, we did announce the Leadership Council right after signing day was over. And those 9 guys have really done a great job so far. Anytime I've met with the Leadership Council on a weekly basis, they've got a good pulse of what's going on, and they've been able to benefit from being around some guys that did some really good things from a leadership standpoint, on the field, off the field. And so I'm anxious for these guys to assume that role, and I know they'll step up. And I think those are some of the things, too, that we'll have a chance to see here as we go through the course of spring practice.
Head football coach Mike New joining us here. I know it's only 15 days. I know you guys will take full advantage of it, but looking forward to the spring.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be exciting, and appreciate you, Joel.